Hello, I'd like to welcome back to Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Today, we're in the floating gardens, which aren't very floaty. Truth be told, they don't strike me as much of a garden. Ah, Macmillan's sword. Truly, the most aggravating part of this playthrough. I should probably go and quick save, and then figure out where to go, because the floating gardens are quite the place, occupying mostly very odd structure. I wonder if it's designed to be like three-dimensional, question mark? Goddamn bird. Oh yeah, I can deflect normal attacks by pressing up and something. I'll go for that. I want to see what that is. Wait, what? Wait a minute! I'm gonna need to look that up, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Aria should probably do. What it really means is something else! Yeah, a lot of bad translations in this one. Let me try and demonstrate by de-equipping the soul. I can't interrupt. Okay, so see, because now when I put this on, it lets me interrupt! It gives me a skill cancel! That's some sweet bananas! But I'm not using a slow weapon, so... Headhunter any good? Slowly but surely it'll become something good. Until then, let's go back to Macmillan's sword. Because, I just can't stop myself. Once you get going, you gotta commit. It's either Macmillan or it's nothing. Like what I would give for a good Guardian Soul right about now. Like, all the ones I have are just kind of... Like, why are you so big? It seems like his pitchfork is his actual hitbox, which is fucking dumb if that's the truth. Well, ain't that the truth? It is! That would be really bad if it is. Because why would the weapon be the weak spot of an opponent? Oh well, let's actually go to a place. We're now going to travel through time and space! Wow. Haha! I am cleverer than you. Good music, though. That's what you're gonna do? You're gonna attack me with sprite rotation? Dear sir, I have had people attack me with just static sprites. And it didn't hurt then. It won't hurt now. Don't do that. That's really rude. Yeah, it drops them into girl's soul. Like how he digs up a mandragora out of someone's grave. That is incredibly rude. Uh-oh. I swear, I haven't... Like, I'm not wearing anything special, but these drop rates are getting a... Really? Really now? You cheap shot? Ugh. You disgust me. I don't like Skull Archer. I do like Heat again! If only because it actually... One thing that kind of irks me about this game is that whenever I hit stuff, it doesn't feel weighty, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like I just earned experience points and got a chance at a drop. It's just like It's just like the good old Castlevania, you topple them over. You sort of grab them at the bottom, you flip them upside down like a Shovel Knight. This is a big room with a lot of cash. That is a drill you might be hearing right now. I have no control over the fact that someone is trying to fix some lamps. Where are we? Ah, we're in the special zone. In case it isn't immediately apparent, this is a quite unique room. One of the few that doesn't seem to be just a box. Ah, he drops an ability, so he drops the ability to jump kick, which is the one that I was like, when do you get it? Oh, you get it from this guy, apparently. There we go, double jump and a kick. Yeah. There's stuff down there, but I don't think we can do anything with that stuff right now. Ugh. The slowdown is unbearable. At least we get to admire the sprite work in all its finest. Listen, Altair, I want your stuff. I want everything you're selling, including that Crimson Cloak. Which reminds me, I just picked up a Crimson Cloak. Oh yeah! Inns and defense are good ones in my book. Excuse me for that. There was urgent business that required my... Oh, dear goodness, what are you? Oh, you're that guy. Unfortunately for you, you're weak to your own good. So I showed you a what for, and a what's-its, and a who's-its. Ah, the who's-its. That's where the real pain is. What the hell would a who's-its even be? Sounds exciting. I especially like, what's it to you, man? It's a good joke, but it works a lot better in Dutch, because they basically translated it as literally the line that would be used. It's not a slightly stylized what's it to you, no, it's just... It is an actual term that someone would use. It wouldn't be slightly talkity. It would be a formal way of saying, just fuck off, man. Hello, werewolf. You were overpowered in that other game. The sequel. Ah. He wasn't even an ultimate werewolf. Oh, this is a regular old golem. This guy's mean business. He's mad props. Yes. He doesn't cast a spell. He just kind of blow him. Actually trying some things out. Ah, the katana's definitely stronger. Just... Yes! Level up! I got a level to up. I don't know. What I'm slightly conflicted on lately is whatever game should or should not allow you to sort of decide what a level up does. Because the thing about these games that I don't know what the level up system is, but I do know that in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the way level ups are extremely random. You have no input over what it's going to do. It could increase your vitality or your whatever, and you don't get any choice over what it does or how it does it, and it feels kind of rude. And it doesn't even matter all that much, so it's kind of like, why did you do it like this? I actually might put on that other soul, because the capacity to interrupt my attacks like that is does drastically improve my capacity to just fling out some damage points. What's the reward for my hard work? Nothing. I get nothing. I get mad props, but I can't sell mad props at the store. Really? There's literally nothing here. I guess I shouldn't have been expecting much, since we're not supposed to be here until the end game. Because that dark portal guards the end game. The post-end game, technically, since you can end the game before even getting to that part, so I guess we post-end game. We can only walk on water, so... Surprised we're not overflowing with bat souls, but... Then where do we go? I need to... Where's the underwater soul, then? Oh, I think I know where to go. If my exact mathematical calculation... No, we can't go up here. Then where do I go? Like, I can't go down... I picked up some tasty meat. I guess that amounts to something. My god, it amounts to nothing! I'm futzing around a bunch, and that's really it. Although I think I have a clue where to go. It's not bestest clue, but... Truth be told, I'm kind of starved for clues now. I picked up an elfin robe. Sure, why not? I'll see you when I get where I think I should need to be. And I think the answer will surprise you. I was kind of lying when I said this place makes a lot of sense. A lot of lying, actually, in a little sense. An imp familiar. I guess as good as nothing. Are you gonna do something about it? Jesus Christ, you're useless. Anyway, there's actually a way to get to the clock tower. I wasn't wrong on that end. I was wrong on how to get there, though. See, turns out there's a much faster, cleverer way to get to the clock tower than to go in from the bottom like any normal human being would want to go. Ooh, that's a nice uppercut, dude. Though kind of odd that you upper my cut before you even complete the swing, so... Whatever that was about. We are now in section... This should take us to D, and now that we're in D... All we really need to do from this point forward is just go left. Hey, we're someplace different. That's exciting. Yeah, this place does not actually line up proper. Which, if you ask me, is pretty cool, but... Look how your move is literally just... You're a demon! You're a devil! Come on, devil! Pull out some tricks. Make me feel like a dumbass, instead of, you know, being the dumbass. This place is loaded with money. Am I loaded with money? No. Castlevania always had an issue with how to distribute finance. Anyway, this is the only part I think that doesn't actually warp you to somewhere else. Bam! And that empty room over there, just ignore it. We can't go there for a while. Like I said, it's part of the spook scary place. It's not important right now. Doesn't matter. Oh no! It's whole grain, man. You know, somewhere in the world, a lot of kids were born on Hitler's death date, and I'm not exactly seeing the Third Reich come out of the ground, so, there might be some holes in your theory, Mr. Graham. Why does he... I'm gonna have to agree with Proton John. He just freaks the fuck out without listening to a story. He's like, "You dare answer my question? You must be Dracula!" This guy has, like, no logic. First, he believes he's Dracula because he's born on the date that Dracula was killed, which is never a good sign. And then he assumes that we're apparently a foolish boy for answering his question. I must get to the throne of game. I mean, bye-bye! I bet you was trying to escape that bad pun at lightning speed. Whoosh. I'd say Godspeed, but I think it just hinder him at this point. Oh man, spooky joke. Oh no, I've been spooked. This game is really scarce with money. It's really like, here's one coin, here's another coin. Did he just sass me? Don't sass me, you lightning doll. Which apparently has a kick-ass soul that I'll probably be getting. Don't I have a gold ring? If I got a gold ring, I'm gonna wear it. I'm interested to see how generous this game considers... Really? Yeah, look at that. I'm at 10 health. I think I'm gonna make a run for it. I'm gonna use an item, I think. This is some good clock tower music. Hey, save point. Oh no, Yoko Ono, where's your next single? He was never kind. He never gave us a gift. He never gave us a kiss. He never told us a heartfelt goodbye at a sunset. He just kind of was there. Soma, I get the feeling that every single person in this castle is a terrible improv actor, at best. How does that work? This big spooky guy sees you as an enemy, so you're my friend now. Listen, lady, I'm not here, but that is exactly the kind of logic that makes Graham into a dangerous individual. His logic is almost literally based on the assumption that his first assumption is always right. Oh, the enemy of my enemy? That's not how it works. You know, at this point, as we do later, in the sequel, we already did the sequel, so shit already knows if you watch the channel. We already know he's the inheritor. He's the true inheritor, the true Dark Lord. Why would Soma be your friend if he's clearly got powers similar to those of Dracula? You might as well just side with Graham, because he seems like the nicer guy of the two, because Soma's an emotional teenager who might do stupid shit. He might say, I want to get a kegger, so I'm going to blow up Tokyo. What is this argument? You don't want to be on my side? That's not how you recruit loyalties. If your argument for you don't want to be on my side is a counter-argument... What is... Again, this is either really poorly translated, a terrible script, in which case the sequel is so much better because at least it sort of makes sense. But look at this. It's like actors fumbling their lines and just sort of piecing together an improv story. Ah, you're so much fun. How's that teasing? You're one of the few people in this castle who are being nice to me. I'm one of the few people in this castle who's nice to you. We shouldn't be joking about alliances at this point in time. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Germany during the Second World War and joke to a couple of Americans that I'm German. That's going to turn up just fine. Graham is not a master of deception. He's wearing a bright white suit in a drab castle. My god, the story is so bad. It is just... Ugh. Bomberman agrees. But Bomberman is also really sad that he got a part in this play to begin with. He's like, come on, man. I was going to get a play in Bomberman, a sequel, but this is a stupid story. Haha! I will outsmart you by hitting you with a sword. Let's just do the clock tower. I don't want to end this on a sour note of me just being like, come on, man. I'm just gonna call this episode, What is this plot? Because that perfectly sums up what the frick this is. What is this plot? Oh, that's so sneaky. I don't get these platforms. I feel they're supposed to be like themic platforms. They're like, ooh, there's a nice theme. But what kind of theme is there's a clock on a platform that just floats around? I think Super Mario World did a better job with the weird ticky-tock platforms. Gremlin. Don't see how they're gremlins, but sure, call them gremlins. After Gremlins the movie, you just can't get away with that stuff anymore. It ruined everything. Also, strange that these horizontal cogs are solid to begin with, because games are usually pretty mellow when it comes to solidness. Also, try to avoid getting stoned while you're here, because one stone can turn you into a marshmallow when you... Especially the... I just remembered I missed an item. Gonna have to come back for that. I'll come back for when I get the soul up here, because I think this is the... Yeah. Why does that hurt? Come on. I'm just really annoyed. And when I get annoyed, I get too annoyed, and it stops being about the game being good or bad, and it just starts being about me being very pissed off. I mean, hey, they did a really good job animating that guy, so... It'd be pretty unfair for me to just make a whole plotline out of this non-existent story. Oh, come on, just get down here and fight like a man. Or whatever you are. So glad you don't take fall damage, because that will be bananas. All of the bananas. Anyway, next time we're going to fight whatever the hell's behind that door. I'm sure it's Death, because Death loves himself a good old-fashioned clock tower, because it just isn't a death fight without a clock tower in the background. You get it? Because everyone will die when their time comes. Ha 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 ha. What a great, great joke. I'm certain it's going to be on 444, because why not? Well, I guess it would. All things considered, this game doesn't have an internal clock, so going for... like 44 before 5 would be the perfect... No, they just removed the hour hands. Well, next time we'll fight probably one of the neater incarnations. Better than Portrait of Ruin. Boy, that boss fight was a mess. Bye.